Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's episode is another episode that you've been waiting for, the more stuff for the anime giveaway, part 5. So again, if you haven't seen this before and this is your first time, every sort of milestone I like to. This is my chance to give back to the community and basically have a whole bunch of sort of Japanese merchandise and that kind of stuff that I can send out to different people and whatnot on the channel that are interested in basically getting that experience of learning about anime and experiencing new animes and finding out about new animes and that kind of stuff from physical media, right? Because back in the day, that's the only way you could get stuff is if someone had to send you a tape, they had to send you a CD, or or send you a DVD or a video or something in order for you to then take a look at it and say, okay, yeah, this show is interesting, or I like the music, or oh, this picture looks pretty cool. I guess I'll do some research and I'll see if I can get my hands on this video. And this is the sort of thing that we did back in the past, and so I'm giving you the opportunity to experience that again in that sort of fashion. So I've already done 2 videos, which already has some of the merchandise available. This is your 3rd one, and I'll be giving you the instructions on how to do shipping in the next one as well. So wait until then, and then post your wish list at that point. Also, if you are, on that edge and thinking, should I, maybe do a donation, should I subscribe or not? This is probably the best time to do it because again, the people who have done supporting and done on Patreon or PayPal will get first priority on all the goodies that are here. So okay, you'll be queued according to a priority pick. All right, so. Might be a good time if that's what your idea is, all right? So anyway, so let's get into some of the stuff that is available, right? So first thing I want to get into is for this fun is I have here a stack of CDs, all right? So I'll go through them to give you an indication of what kind of music you might be interested in, all right? So usually, again, I have to thank the Happy Console Giver for introducing, well, a good majority of you, about half of you people are from his channel. So again, I always like to throw some games and that kind of stuff into the mixture so that the people have some stuff that's relevant that you may be associated with. Okay, so the first CD I have on the list is a quite plain looking one. Okay, this is the Final Fantasy VIII. Philthus Lucas Walk. This is a really hard one. Philthus Luces Waikos Vinos. Okay, and it's a whole bunch of different music and that kind of stuff from Final Fantasy VIII, but done in an orchestral type of fashion, right? So it's composed by Nobu Uematsu, who does all the various different things for Final Fantasy, and it's orchestrated by Shiro Hamaguchi. Okay, so again, done in an orchestral version, like stuff. So again, if you really like, the Final Fantasy music and that kind of stuff, this will be a nice little treat for you. Okay, so Final Fantasy VIII music there. For all you fighting fans, I have here the King of Fighters. Okay, so this is the King of Fighters music for like R1 and R2. Okay. And that's the original soundtrack for the King of Fighters, game for that. Okay, so King of Fighters. All you classical, anime, gaming fans, this is the soundtrack for Battle Area Toshinden. Okay, so originally the original PlayStation sort of 3D fighting game that first really came out when the PlayStation 1 first came out. Okay, so again. This is one for Toshinden. It has all the various different themes from all the different players, as well as the ending themes and that kind of stuff for them. Right, so that one there. Okay. Now we got a whole bunch of various different anime ones here. I'll go through them really quickly, just so if you're interested in any one, just put that selection into your wish list, and don't post it out, but post it in the next one when I get the shipping instructions done. Okay. So I have here the soundtrack for the Ronin Kenshin. Okay. So this is the Ronin Kenshin OVA soundtrack. Okay, so that one there. I also have one for Slayer's Try. So this is the 3rd series of Slayers. Okay, with Lean Universe and that stuff. This is the Slayer's Try Treasury album. Okay, and this is a good one. This is one for Sakura Tushin. Okay, now we had this released as Yujin brand over here. Okay, and this is really nice sort of anime OVA soundtrack for that again. So the CD soundtrack for that particular anime. Okay, for all you Sailor Moon fans, I have this one here. This is the Sailor Moon Moonlight Band. Okay, so this is basically songs from the Moonlight Band thing, and of course it has all the various different artists and that kind of stuff on there. It says Moonlight Revenge, Fire Soul Love, I Am Sailor Moon, Moonlight Destiny, all that kind of stuff on that one as well. Okay. I have for your Eva fans, this is the best vocal collection or best tracks collection they call it for the Neon Genesis Evangelion, and it's got I think it got 16 different songs and that kind of stuff on there for Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay. Now, since I know I got a lot of Clamp fans from the first second episode, my second video, I did a lot of stuff from Clamp. Okay, so here I brought out the Cardcaptor Sakura character book CD. Okay, so again, if you're interested in Cardcaptor Sakura, this is the soundtrack for that. Okay, so giving you different songs for different characters and that on that one. Okay, and the last one I have is a really nice one. Okay, I have the 3 CDs for the series Aishi no series. Okay, which the same guy who does Fushigi Yugi. Okay, and so basically I have the 3 CDs for that. One's called see if I can do it in order here. One's called the Destined. One's called Eternal. And one's called Celestial. Okay, so again, if you're interested in any of those ones, by all means, just say which one you want, and you get some soundtracks from Aishi no series. Okay, and so those are some of the CDs that are available for you guys to do. Now, some of the things that more might be interested in more of the fans stuff is I also have a bunch of my classic audio cassettes that I found. So I found these ones in my old archives, and again, back in the day, in order like fan subs and VHS tapes, the only way that people would be able to listen to and hear music that is out there is you actually had to make a recording of them and say, hey, can you make a copy of that on a tape for me? So someone would have to then take a cassette, copy this onto a cassette, and then mail this to you in order to get them, right? And that's the only way you could hear the soundtracks or the music from the actual shows and whatnot. This is really a nice way to get it, because this way it gets you all the soundtrack without all the dialogue or sound effects and that kind of stuff, opening any theme songs. This is the way you get them, right? So I got a bunch of here that if you're interested, you can ask for them. I have this one here. This is the soundtrack for Sherlock Holmes and Lily Cat. So really, an OVA that 2 OVAs actually, which most people don't even recognize. And you can see there a little chocolate scene there. Now this one's kind of neat because I remember, who did I get this? I think I got this from Tom Miller. Okay, now if you remember from my previous episode, he's on the CFO's was it CFO Denver's Anime Hashin's tape trading list, and he's listed as one of the tape traders. Okay, but what's neat about him is he either writes out like you can tell he's on this one, he actually sat there and actually tried to write out all the Japanese characters and that kind of stuff on this thing, which is really tough, right? Because you can tell that he doesn't normally write that by things, but he actually took the time to write it out on that. Okay, so this one, so again, Sherlock Holmes and Lily Cat, so my original cassettes for that. The other one I was really fond of is this one here. Okay, is this one here. This one is the soundtrack for Project A-ko Part 3, so that's Cinderella Rhapsody, and Elf 17, so another really obscure OVA. So if you're interested in the soundtrack for that one, there you go. Okay. Okay, so this is another one that actually has a slip set. I remember I got this one from... This one I recognize the handwriting, so this is from the CFO Denver. Okay, the CFO club there. The person I referred to as Cindy. Okay. sent me this one because I recognize her handwriting. Anyway, so this one is the Yokaleda soundtrack, which is what the picture on the front I put on there, and Lock the Superman. Okay, so again, if you're interested in the soundtrack for those ones, there you go. That's that tape I got from her. And also from the CFO Denver. Okay, it's also from Cindy there. She sends me the soundtrack for Professional Earth Defense Force. I have a really great, funny OEVA that no one knows about, but definitely it's really good. And Area 88 Part 1, so the OEVA for Area 88 on all your cassettes. So again, if you're interested in this cassette, let me know, and I'll send it to you. Okay, so that's sort of a quick summary of some of the cool stuff that's available in this particular giveaway. So again, make your list of that and then get them ready. Make sure you have your notifications turned on because I said the next few days or so I'm going to be dropping the shipping instructions, and at that time you want to make sure you get your list in there, and I'll be taking the orders in in first come first serve, and then I'm going to be re-ranking them against subscribers and supporters versus everybody else. Okay, so make sure you get yourself in there early, and if you haven't done so, maybe drop a donation or do this might be a good time to start your subscription to the Patreon, right? So good luck, and again, I'll talk to you in the next episode. All right. So until then, I will see you again.